Hi, I'm Brian Hite, a contractor at the R2 Performance Center at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, a part of the Army Resilience Directorate. The connections that we have with other people, the relationships that we develop with friends, family members, others in our lives, are essential for us to be at our best and to really thrive and flourish in every aspect of our lives. But those relationships are sometimes challenging to develop and even more challenging to maintain. And one critical factor that comes into developing and maintaining and strengthening those relationships is communication. How are we communicating with these individuals? How are we talking to them? How are we responding when they talk to us? It turns out that communication is critical when things are going well and when things aren't. So in this segment, I'm going to talk about one specific situation, and that is when people choose you to share good news with. How do you respond in that situation? And let's just talk about that for a second. When somebody chooses you to share good news with, that matters. Think about yourself. When you have good news, when you're excited about something, when something's made you smile, you want to share it with somebody, who do you do that with? Who do you choose? Probably not just some random person. It's probably somebody who's important to you, who's close to you, who matters to you. So think about that when other people choose you to share good news with. And when they do, there are 4 different ways you can respond. 3 of those ways will deteriorate the relationship over time. Not overnight, but over time. One of those ways that you can respond will strengthen and develop and grow that relationship with that individual. So let's talk about those response styles. So I'm a parent. I've got a 6-year-old daughter, and she likes to draw. She loves art. So let's say I'm in the kitchen. I'm cooking dinner. My daughter comes to me and says, "Hey, Dad, guess what? I've got this picture. I just spent the last hour and a half working on this picture. Here, check it out." I could be engaged in my cooking and just respond, "Oh, sweetie, that's a good-looking picture right there. Yeah, that's solid. Good work." And just continue with my cooking. And she might even try again. Well, but Dad, do you like the colors? Because I was blending the colors. It's supposed to be a sunset, and I was trying to mix the. Yeah. The colors look great, sweetie. That's a solid picture. I appreciate that. Hey, do you mind going over there and setting the table? So I'm not ignoring my daughter necessarily, but I'm not engaging fully with her. I'm not in that moment with her when she's excited about sharing this picture that she's made with me. And that response style we call a conversation killer, because she brings me the picture she's excited about, and the way that I respond just kind of lets the conversation fizzle out. And she's going to walk away feeling maybe rejected, a little bit sad, disappointed probably for sure. And if that's the way my daughter's walking away, she comes in excited. If she's walking away feeling sad and disappointed, that's what's going to deteriorate the relationship over time, because she's not going to choose me to share good news with in the future. Because why would she? She's walking away feeling worse than she did when she started. Another way that I could respond. My daughter brings me the picture. "Hey, Dad, guess what? Here's this picture. Check it out. I just finished this thing. It took a long time. I wrapped it up. I'm so happy about it." "Oh, sweetie, you know what? I just finished something up too. I just did this video for work. They had me talking about communication and how you respond to different people, and it took forever, but I finally finished it up. Hey, you know what? Why don't you sit down here? We can watch it together. That'd be great." So again, she's coming in with her good news that she's excited about, but I take that good news over. I turn the conversation toward myself. We call that response style conversation hijacker. I'm hijacking the conversation. I'm taking it over. And in that situation, my daughter's coming in excited about something, and she wants to tell me about it. She wants to talk about it, but she didn't get the chance. And so she might be coming in excited and leaving irritated, certainly upset in some kind of way, disappointed again. So if that's the way that she's leaving after bringing me good news, if that's the way I tend to respond to her, that's going to deteriorate our relationship over time. It's going to weaken our relationship because she ain't going to come to me with good news anymore. Another way I can respond to my daughter. She brings me the picture. "Hey, Dad, guess what? I've got this great picture for me. Check it out. I spent like an hour and a half working on it, tried a bunch of different iterations." Like, whoa, wait a minute. An hour and a half you spent on that? So the room's not clean? You haven't got that done yet? Well, no, I haven't done the room yet, but I've worked so hard. Like, I've got the picture. It took like 5 different times for me to get this the way that I wanted. Do you like it? 5 times it took you? Like, you mean 5 pieces of paper? You wasted 5 pieces of paper to make this picture? You didn't draw on the back of any of them? You see what I'm saying, right? So that response style, again, she comes in excited about something, and I poke holes in those things that she's most excited about. The amount of time, effort, energy that she put in, she was excited about that. I poke holes in that excitement. She was excited that she kept trying. Even though she failed, she continued to keep trying. I poked holes in that. So we call that response style the joy thief. I'm stealing her joy by poking holes in all those things that she's happy about. Over time, if that's how I'm responding to my daughter, she will not come to me with good news. Our relationship will weaken. And lastly, my daughter can come to me with the picture. Hey, Dad, guess what? Check this picture out. And I can respond in a way that helps multiply her joy. That's a great picture. Tell me the story about it. What is it that I'm looking at? Well, I've got the cow over here and the trees there and the sunset. Oh, that's terrific. Why'd you draw that? Well, because I was over and out playing with my friends and I saw the cows. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm asking her questions. I'm engaging fully with her in that moment. And that full engagement through talking about what this thing is she's so excited about makes her happier. And you know what? It makes me happier too, because her excitement bleeds over into me and I become more excited as well. That type of response, when she's walking away happier than when she showed up, me being happy too, us connecting over these things she's so excited about, that will build and strengthen the relationship between my daughter and me. So again, 3 response styles. Conversation killer. The conversation just kind of fizzles out because I'm not really fully focused. The conversation hijacker, where I just take over the conversation. The joy thief, where I poke holes in all the things she's excited about. And joy multiplier, where I ask her some questions and engage fully with her. 3 response styles that will deteriorate the relationship. Only one will develop it. And so I challenge you, go out into the world and notice those times when people choose you to share good news with. And notice the way that you respond to those individuals. And again, I challenge you, deliberately make an effort to respond in that joy multiplying way, to engage fully with that individual. I think you'll see some good results. Thanks. For other videos, articles, and more information on Ready and Resilient programs, check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/Army Resilience or on Twitter at Army Resilience.